known as the Sahasrara chakra. So this lovely chakra is outside of our bodies, considered to be floating above our head. And the yogis of old considered this to have 1,000 petals, like a lotus flower with 1,000 petals. And thankfully, we're not them, because their way of balancing the crown chakra was to meditate on each petal until it disappeared. I don't know, but that's a lot of meditating on petals. So we're going to be grateful that that's not our task today. And I'll just give you a little bit of information. So go ahead and get yourself comfy, maybe move around a little bit, straighten out your spine. And the color that we think about with the crown chakra is violet or white, whichever one appeals to you more. And the idea of putting a color with a chakra is just to give it a little bit of substance, something for us to actually imagine rather than what's really going on, which is just spinning energy. The element is spirit. The stones are selenite, clear quartz, amethyst, and diamond. Essential oils to balance or draw attention to the crown chakra would be lavender, rosewood, frankincense, sandalwood. Ooh, I like all of these. Neroli and rose. Lovely. The organs associated with the crown chakra are your nervous system and your pineal gland and your pituitary gland. Healing or balancing foods for this chakra would be anything purple, blue, violet, blueberries, eggplant, purple kale, purple cabbages, cacao. Oh, well, I know what I'm eating today. And imbalanced attributes would be cynicism, disregarding the sacred, or too overly focused on the sacred, right? So it's that imbalance, either too focused or no thought at all. Closed-mindedness, living in the head. And as I mentioned, the Sanskrit name is Sarasara. And that's a little bit about the crown chakra. So if you're interested in any more information, there is a link to at the YWCA. I'll send it out to y'all for videos about the crown chakra, yoga videos, and more information. And you can always Google it. So our mudra for today is the lotus flower mudra. So we're going to take our thumbs and bring them together here, and then our pinkies, so that our fingers are reaching up. If you looked at it this way, it looked like a little open lotus flower. It also looks like a crown, no? Closing your eyes. I don't know, I'm in a mood this morning. I don't know, it must be about the crown chakra. Closing your eyes and just allowing your awareness first to come to the breath. This most necessary of activities that just happens without our awareness all day and all night. Taking just a moment to be grateful, to notice. Beautiful breath. And then to shift that awareness to the space above your head. It's interesting to think about something outside of us that's yet connected. And I think that's the whole point. The crown chakra is where we connect to the consciousness of us all, where we have the sense of union across the planet with each other. And so imagining a violet or white light spinning, twirling, swirling in any direction. Moving light, moving energy, all around, swirling at the top of our head. Just letting it be there, increasing as you inhale, stabilizing as you exhale. Another breath or two. And then just blinking the eyes open gently. Relaxing the hands. I'm going to go close my curtain. I forgot to do that. And remember that you can sit any way that feels good to you. So if sitting cross-legged like this, you've done enough of that this morning, you can always send your legs out in front of you or to the side. But we're going to start with a little bit of movement of the head. Just go ahead and drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Feel the space that's opening up between the left shoulder and the left ear. And then go ahead and drop it to the other side. Just notice the change in sensation as you're opening space, closing space. Imagine that energy of the crown, that connection to spirit staying with you now as you move side to side. Feeling that space and noticing any tightness or any release as it's happening. And the next time you're over to the right side, pause, and we're just going to drop the chin to the chest, rolling the head to the front and over to the other side. And then we're going to go to the front again to come back. And I love when we're doing this movement, this little neck flow, I like to feel how far down my back the sensation travels. Noticing that for me, this is going all the way down into my rib cage, past my shoulder blades, and then come to stillness, lifting the head up. And now just looking over each shoulder, going at your pace, side to side, and imagining that beautiful crown energy going with you. Connected, open, and come to stillness. All right, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this next little neck movement that we're going to do. Nice and tall, bring your pointer finger and your index finger to your chin. And as you inhale to lengthen, keeping the chin parallel to the floor, you're going to exhale and just press your head back. But notice I'm not pressing my chin down or up, I'm just pressing it back. Almost like your skull was on rollers on the top of your neck. And now inhale, let it come forward. Exhale, press it back. You might feel some sensations, some interesting sensations. You may hear some weird noises, and just keep going with that 2 or 3 more times. Excellent. And then coming to stillness, we're going to start moving a little more vigorously. Inhale your arms up. As you exhale, cross the arms, grab opposite knees and forward fold. We're going to do that 3 times. Each time we're going to cross the arms the other way. Exhale, and if you forget which way the hands were crossed, please don't worry about it. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up. And if your legs are crossed, go ahead and cross them the other way. And we're going to do that same movement. Here we go. Inhale. Bring that crown energy forward. Exhale. Go ahead and notice how unusual it feels to have the legs crossed this way. Exhale. And be compassionate with yourself. If you can't remember which arm, just go with it. Don't worry. Just starting to warm up that low back. Last one. And exhale. Keeping the hands on the knees, come on up. We're going to inhale the right arm up and exhale it over. Both sits bones on the mat. Great job. Inhale. And reset that hand. Exhale. Inhale the left arm. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back. And exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe a smile from the inside. Inhale. Reset. And one last time. Inhale that arm up nice and long. Exhale. Bring it over. Keep that left sits bone down. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Very nice. All right, starting to make circles with a straight back, keeping both sits bones on the mat. Beautiful. Go in the other direction. Warming up the core, feeling that coming with you a little bit. Great. And then coming to stillness. Inhale, arms up. We're going to turn over the right knee and exhale, fold. Now this feels interesting. Make sure to keep that left sits bone down. And take a breath here. Start to even out the shoulders, dropping that left shoulder. Great job, pressing down on that left sits bone. One more breath here. Exhale, bring that forehead to the knee. Feel the connection. Know that all of us are having the sensation right now. And walk on up. Whew. Gonna go to the other side. Inhale. Turn over that left knee. Come on down. Press that right sits bone down. All right, as you take your next breath, drop that right shoulder. Even them out. Exhale, forehead to knee. Notice where you're feeling this. Just name each spot. One more breath. Neck, shoulder, hip, back. Great. Come on up. And we're going to recross the legs. I promise. Last time. Making some circles. Nice flat back. Use the core. Feel your abdominal muscles working to keep your sits bones on the mat. Switch directions. And finishing this out, inhale. Turn to the left, over that left knee. Notice how it feels different this time. Use a breath to even out the shoulders. Pull that left shoulder back. Drop that right shoulder down. Exhale, fold. Walk it up. And you guessed it. Inhale. Spin over to the right. Bring it down over that right knee. Keep that left sits bone down. Even out the shoulders. Big inhale. Fill up the lungs. Feel that crown chakra glowing. White and violet. Exhale, fold. Make sure that left sits bone is on the mat and walk on up. Oh, straighten the legs out in front of you. Give yourself some support from behind and shake those legs out a little bit. And then come up nice and tall. Whew, starting to get a little sweaty. All right, we're gonna forward fold seated. Remember, you can bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale. And forward fold, reaching right out for those ankles, shins, bending the knees as much as you need to. Whew, coming right out of bed, feeling that in the hamstrings. Give yourself some grace. Tuck the chin. Inhale, pull shoulders away from ears. Exhale, maybe you come down a little bit more. Maybe the legs straighten just a little bit. Just settle, settle, settle. Another breath or two here. Just let your intuition be your guide. Notice what's feeling a little tight. Breathe some grace, some intention, some awareness to that spot. Accept it as tight. That can be hard. And then as you slowly come up, bring both of your feet with you and come into a bit of an extended butterfly. So let there be a nice amount of space between your hips and your feet. You don't have to bring those feet right up close. So a little extended butterfly. And you're going to let your elbows sort of rest in the fleshy spot right around the knee, if that feels okay for you. So you're leaning forward a little bit here. Just take a nice deep breath in, tuck the chin, draw the head back like we practiced at the beginning. And as you exhale, just use your elbows and sort of the traction of your hands around your ankles to press the knees down a little bit. Take one more breath here, really exploring this space for as much as you can, moving around as you need to, and then come on up. We're going to send the right leg out to the side and pull that left foot in to tuck it right up next to the thigh. And we're going to have two folds. We're going to inhale, and we're first going to fold forward, right over the foot. Woo, keep both of those sits bones down. Alter the fold as much as you need to. And maybe pull these right toes back to press that right leg into the mat. Big sensation possible here. Take another breath. Let the gravity help you to do the work. With each exhale, maybe just a little more movement down towards the mat, and then gently walk up. Great. We're going to turn the shoulders towards that right foot. Inhale, arms up. And then we're going to exhale towards that right foot. Woo, press that left knee down. Yeah, we're working the legs, we're working the hips and the low back. It feels good. Now, we practiced for this with when we had our legs crossed. So let's even out the shoulders. Pull that left shoulder down. Notice how that changed things. Take a breath. Fill up the low back with air. Exhale. And with your next inhale, you're going to hold on to your right foot with your right hand, and you're going to inhale the left arm open for a nice big stretch through the chest. And then you're going to turn the palm away from you, start bending your elbow and bring your hand behind you, reaching for that right hip crease. Might not go very far, that's all right. And just pull that left shoulder open. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Only do what feels good. Remember to modify. Great. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale it, folding. And come on up. We're gonna switch it. Yes. Nice transition. Beautiful. Here we go. Inhale the arms up. And just gently forward fold right over that foot. Now, that left sits bone is going to want to come up. So adjust as needs be to keep it down. Might not be the biggest fold of your life. That's okay. And then activate that left foot. Pull those left toes back so you feel the back of that left leg really driving into the mat. One more breath here. And walk up. Notice the difference from side to side. It's interesting to just notice it, not judge it. Notice it. Take the shoulders, turn towards that left leg. Inhale. And exhale. Yeah, so this is really different for me. So my right side is much, much tighter. So this is feeling much more challenging. I'm having to make more modifications. I'm noticing deeper sensation, and that's okay. That's just how my body is. I'm lifting up my sits bones a little bit just to kind of restructure the pose so that it works for me today. And that's totally, totally wonderful. And Feel free. Go ahead and shift the shoulders as much as you can for today. Stay connected to that crown chakra energy. Know that we're all doing this together, having these sensations, and then inhale the right arm open. Feel that beautiful expansion across the chest. And then turn the palm away and bending the elbow, we're going to bring that hand behind us, reaching for the left hip crease. Whew. And then intentionally draw the right shoulder back, opening up. Notice where you feel that. For me, it's in the hip, in the right hip, low back. It feels good. Don't go too far. Take another breath here. Make adjustments. It's your shape. And then inhale that right arm back up. And exhale it back to the fold. And gently walk up. Whew, nicely done. Come back to your extended butterfly. And we're just going to do a gentle twist here. So right hand goes over to left knee, twist. Press the knees down a little bit for a little added traction. Good. Take another breath here. Inhale, lift that crown chakra up towards the ceiling. Exhale, set it up for the twist on the other side. Good. Inhale. And just notice how, like, just changing the legs. So not crossed, but open in this extended butterfly, and how this changes the whole shape. And come on back. We're going to straighten out the legs one more time. Inhale, and just notice how this feels different as you forward fold. Different from that first one. Nice job. A little more relaxed, a little more release. Maybe the knees aren't quite as bent. Maybe you can reach out a little bit further. Take a deep breath. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Press that crown chakra towards your feet. Exhale, fold. Pull the belly button in. Roll yourself up. And we've got one more shape down here. We're going to open both legs out to the side. Ooh, that just gave me a Charlie horse. Ah. Okay. Rub that out. Now, this could be a nice spot for a block. If you have one, if you're going to go get one, it can be nice in this straddle. Ooh, these are hard for me. To have a block to sort of lean onto. So that can be a nice option. If you don't have a block, you can use your hands on the inside of the legs for a little stability. And just go ahead and feel into this shape. This can be a tough one. This is not my favorite shape. We don't do it very often, which means I probably should do it more. You can reach out for the ankles if that helps you. Just soften into it. Tuck the chin. Keep the back nice and long. You can activate your feet by pulling the toes back and driving the back of the legs into the mat. You can also use your arms to sort of give yourself some support and lift up a little bit and drive the sits bones back. So you're sort of moving more onto the front of the thigh bones. Well, not the front, the side, like from the back. I don't know. You know what I mean. Ooh, okay. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So we're just going to stay here. Feel free to move about as needs be to come out of the shape. Stay with your breath. Maybe 2 more breaths here. Notice where you're clenching, if it's in the thighs or around the knees. Try and relax that. See if you can come forward just another inch or 2. 1 more breath. Whew, yeah, come on up. Bend the knees, bring the feet wide, hands behind you. And we're just gonna windshield wiper the legs over here. Oh boy, that feels good. Keep the chest nice and open, open heart. And then lift the knees up and drop them both over the other way. So this is feeling good to me with really nice wide legs. I'm getting a nice stretch on the front of the legs. Take a deep breath. And then you can go back and forth a couple of times. Your knees might not reach the mat. That's no worries. You may get there sometime, you may not. From day to day, it's going to be different. Don't worry. Be happy. All right. Come on over onto your tabletop. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Hands right under the elbows, right under the shoulders. And pushing the feet into the mat, the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale for cow. That swayed back, opening the spine to the front of the mat. I mean, to the top, to the mat. Exhaling to cat. Woo! We really asked a lot of the low back there in that last little sequence. So this is feeling like a nice way to open up the spine, invite that spinal fluid that tends to pool at the base of the spine. This movement connected with this breath, and then with awareness seated at the crown chakra. This really helps to invite that synovial fluid, that spinal fluid to flow up. Yeah, this and downward facing dog. All right, coming to stillness, making a couple of circles with the hips and the other way. Gorgeous. Turning both sets of toes under, and let's come to a downward facing dog. Let's meet there. Press the floor away with the hands and invite the heels to come into the mat as much as they like. Go ahead and walk the dog, bend one knee, bend the other. Pedaling the feet out. All right, come to stillness. Now, you are welcomed to come back into table here for a little break and maybe rest in child's pose. If you're looking for a little more challenge, a little more strength building, we're gonna raise the right leg long behind us and just press the floor away with the hands and let that left heel drop into the mat. Keep lifting that right leg, lift it up a little higher, and then bring it down. Great job. And again, remember, you can always take a break, come on down, and then join us again back in downward dog. And this time, lift that left leg long behind you. Press the floor away with the hands, really push and invite that right heel to come on down, lift that left leg up a little higher, and then bring it down. Gorgeous job. Down into your table, flatten out the feet. Shift the weight back and come into child's pose. Take a big inhale into the low back. Press the abdominal muscles down towards the heels, down towards the thighs. Beautiful. And then press the tailbone down in between the heels. Bring your hands back under the shoulders and lift yourself up to hero. All right. We're going to come up nice and high, and we're going to invite the right leg to come forward. Now, if you've got blocks, this can be a nice time to have blocks on either side of that right foot. If you don't have blocks, that's fine too. We're just going to be up here nice and tall. Pressing into the top of that left foot helps to take some weight off of the left knee. And we're going to inhale, arms up overhead, And we're going to exhale and twist over to the right. So left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand, left hand comes to the back. I don't know. Yes, right. Over to the right. You guys know how good I am at my left and my rights. Take another breath here, nice and tall. And then ease on back. Inhale those arms up one more time. Exhale, hands through center, and bring your hands one on each side of that right foot. Plant that left hand down on the inside of the right foot, and we're just going to take that twist a little bit deeper, and we're going to inhale the right arm up. We've been practicing for this the whole practice. Good, you got it. Beautiful. Stay here for a moment. Lots going on here. Balance, strength. Try to lift up out of that left hand. One more breath. Press into that right foot. Now turn the palm away from you. Bend your elbow. Bring your hand behind you and reach for that left hip crease. Then, with an inhale, pull that right shoulder back. Good job. Beautiful. Just give it a try. Take one more breath. You're doing so good. Then go ahead and reach that right arm up and bring it back down. Great job. And then we're going to just going to travel our weight back, come all the way down if that's available to you, and straighten out that right leg. Whew, soften the shoulders, straighten the spine, and then come on back up. Let's switch legs. Whew, let's take a break here for just a moment. Settle the hips back down and come to child's pose. Never hurts to take a breath. That was a lot of work. All right, back up into hero. Bring yourself nice and high, and we invite that left leg forward. And just stay here for a breath or two. Just get your balance. Notice how it feels to press into the top of that right foot, to press into that left foot, lifting the left toes, making sure that your knee is over your heel. Roll the shoulders, make any movements you need to here. And then inhale. And we're going to twist to the left. So right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, left hand comes back, and we're just twisting over to that left side. Relax the shoulders, a little smile on the inside and the outside maybe. Up to you. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Draw that beautiful twist as much as you want it. And then come on back. Inhale, arms up. And we're going to fold over, press into that right foot, and bring one hand down on each side of the foot. So remember, take your time to get flat or use your blocks. And remembering each side is different. So for me, this side is really tough. Actually, a block feels really good. So I'm going to keep this block under my right hand. And I'm going to inhale that left arm up. Now the thing is, we want to try to lift up so that we're not so much leaning down into that right hand as we are lifting up with the left. Yeah, and twisting. Press into both of the feet. Great job. Remember to take a break if ever you need it at all. This is totally your shape, your practice. Turn your palm to the back. Inhale. Then bend the elbow, bring the hand behind, reach the hand for that right hip crease. Now inhale and open that left shoulder. And we're still pressing into the left foot to try to come out of that right hand a whole lot. That's not where our weight is. Our weight is in the hips. Good job, as much as you can. One more breath. And then extend the arm and bring it back. Start to shift the weight back. Now you may just want to stay right here. Awesome. That's giving you a nice stretch in the hamstring. If you feel like it, you can keep coming back. Land. Just take a breath. And then walk it forward. Good, and invite that leg back. Downward facing dog, my friends. Beautiful. Bend the knees, walk your hands back towards your feet and come to your forward fold. Ooh, let the head hang. Grab opposite biceps with your arms. You're making a little square. Let your head hang into that. And ragdoll. We're just gonna sweep side to side. Such a glorious stretch. This is one of my favorites. Feel this in my low back, in my hamstrings. Close your eyes if you'd like. Notice where you're feeling it. And then coming to stillness, relaxing the hands back down to the feet. And let's walk it out to a high plank. Just a little bit of core strength. Now, with high plank, for a break, when you need a break, just touch the knees down for a moment. Take a breath, and then lift back up. What we want is a little tiny micro bend in the elbows. We want to press up in between the shoulder blades, and then push back through the heels. And then pull belly button to spine. Yeah, it's a lot going on. You got it. You can do it. I believe you. 3 breaths. Take a break whenever you need it. Building fire in the center. Let that fire come right out your crown chakra. Great job. And then you're going to lift the hips. Walk your hands back to downward facing dog. Great. Yeah. Beautiful job. Bend the knees a little bit. Keep walking the hands back to the feet for that forward fold again. Pull belly button to spine and gently start to roll up. We're just going to do 2 little sun salutations here. I'm not even going to switch the camera. I'm going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold right through center. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. And just one more time. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk it out again. One more time for plank. That's it. I promise. It's our last one. 3 breaths here. Set it up. Bending the elbows, pressing back through the heels, pressing up between the shoulder blades. Remember, this is a perfectly lovely plank. All right, you can keep this one totally with the knees down. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine you're building fire in the core and sending it to that crown chakra. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. If your knees aren't already there, bring the knees down and press yourself back into puppy. So puppy is just child's pose with your hips still up in the air. Beautiful practice, my friends. Lots of strength building, lots of stretching. This felt really good. I hope it did for you as well. Keep breathing. Fill up your rib cage, feel your lungs, take in that beautiful air. One more breath in puppy. Let the sternum drop towards the mat as much as is comfortable for you. Invite the hands to come back under the shoulders. Press yourself up and come back to a comfortable seated position. Ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Go ahead and make your crown mudra, your lotus flower mudra. Roll the shoulders or fix your clothes, whatever you need to do. And I'm going to read a little crown chakra poem for you. So you're welcome to close your eyes, lengthen the spine, breathe. And you can imagine a beautiful scent coming up through your crown mudra. Maybe like a beautiful lotus flower. There's a gorgeous scent of your favorite flower, whatever that is. But today, the rock cries out to us clearly, forcefully, "Come, you may stand upon my back and face your distant destiny, but seek no haven in my shadows. I will give you no hiding place down here. You, created only a little lower than the angels, have crouched too long in the bruising darkness, have lain too long face down in ignorance. Your mouth spills words. The rock cries out to us today, you may stand upon me, but do not hide your face." Take a few more deep breaths of that beautiful flower. Set an intention to show your face today, to stand upon the rock of this earth, to let your crown chakra connect you to all that is alive, to all that is energetic, and show your face. We need your face. And when you're ready, open your eyes.